Disney's Frozen 2 in 3D. Frozen 2 in 3D Blu-ray. That's right. What do you got here? You got a 2019 Disney release, a 1 hour and 43 minute film, 2.39 to 1 aspect ratio, so you will get the black bars at the top and the bottom if you're watching this on a television set. DTS HD Master Audio 7.1 sound. And yes, Anna and Elsa and Olaf and Kristoff and Siobhan are all back for another great adventure. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the plot. We'll get into the 3D. A couple of little quick trivia facts also. This takes place 3 years after the original. Elsa's coronation is about to go on. But there's a little backstory here that Elsa's father and Anna's father tell them, and their mother tell them about a enchanted forest that their grandfather had made a deal with these folks that lived there, and that he would build this dam to help these folks living in the enchanted forest. And then something went wrong, and now the enchanted forest is kind of locked in this mist. So there's a little bit of backstory there. And then Elsa starts hearing this voice, and she needs to find out what this voice is. This voice is calling her, and she wants to find out what it is, and they go on this great adventure. My daughter told me about this when she came back from watch. She goes, "What a story!" And that stuck in my head. And it's the only reason really I popped this in. I mean, I like the first one, yeah, but that just stuck in my head. What a story! And I wanted to really find out what that was all about. And I will have to say that what a story this is. It really is an awesome story. A couple things in here. The animators is done with 800 people were involved in making this film, 80 animators. Elsa didn't have any toes in the first Frozen, so they had to remodel her feet and give her some toes in this one. Olaf's comment about turtles being able to breathe out of their butts, that's actually true. There are some turtles that can do that in real life. Kristoff's song "Lost in the Woods" here has an 80s an 80s type feel to it, with some kind of like White Snake Queen ballad, 80s power ballad to it. There's a couple of quick references in there that has to do with like Bohemian Rhapsody, but you would never catch it. The purple salamander in here that has to do with fire is a remake of Tangled Salamander. I think Pasquale was his name. So there's a lot of cool things here. This movie, the first 25 minutes, well, let me just say this. The whole movie itself kind of reminded me of a Broadway play. It's a musical. There's a lot of singing in this where you wouldn't expect. All of a sudden they start singing, they break into, and the songs are good, don't get me wrong. And then the first 25 minutes, after 25 minutes, I'm like, you know what? I took my glasses off. I rubbed my eyes. I paused it. And I said, maybe I'll pick this up again in a little bit. Maybe I'll pick it up again in a little bit. Maybe I'm a little bit more into it. But I said, you know what? Let me just give it 5 more minutes. I put my glasses back on, and I was mesmerized for the rest of the movie. Once they get to that enchanted forest, right at about 25, 30 minutes, from that point on, I'm locked in. I don't want to pause it. I don't want to do anything. I got to see what's going to happen. And there's some really, I don't want to say some dark moments, but there's some really emotional moments in here. The biggest emotional moment for me was when Elsa's in the singing. She goes up north and she's singing, and the music and the building of this, she's trying to get to the center of something. I'm not going to ruin it for you, but the music's going, she's singing, it's building, the bass, everything. And then this moment happens, and I actually had a tear. I had a tear running down my cheek. And that's how much emotionally this movie affected me at that scene. Some emotional moments with Olaf. And so anyway, that's enough about the plot. By the way, Olaf is totally off the chain in here. Olaf is totally off the chain. He's hilarious. He had me laughing out loud. He's just fantastic. Olaf is just fantastic in here. course, Anna and Elsa, just adorable, adorable, beautiful. And when they're portrayed as babies in the beginning, the animation is just absolutely incredible. You just feel the emotions on their face. Kristoff plays a great part here. Poor Kristoff. He keeps, a little spoiler here, he keeps trying to propose to Anna, and he's not doing a very good job of it. And Sevan the reindeer tries to help him. By the way, they brought reindeer into the studio and studied the reindeer. They went up to, and they went out and they looked at real reindeer just so they could get the animation down. There's a dam in here, also part of the story, that's purported to be about a real dam. I'm not sure. It could have been Norway. It kind of ties in with the storyline. But anyway, let's get to the 3D now, because I know that's why you're here. That's a whole lot about the movie. But anyway, I like to talk about the movie. The 3D, to sum it up, the 3D is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. It's absolutely gorgeous. The depths are incredible. The colors are absolutely fantastic. Are you going to get your pop-outs? Yeah, it's about 80% depth, 15% pop-out, as LJ Draco likes to break it up. I know that 15% doesn't sound like a lot, but when it happens, it's perfect. Disney has such a way. They have the incredible budget. They're not going to give you a bad 3D, folks. It's not going to happen. It's gorgeous. Depths are fantastic. The colors are amazing. You will get your share of pop-outs. When they need to happen, they do happen. And I wouldn't want to watch this any other way but in 3D. Absolutely. A little bit about the music score. The music score is perfect. Sound balance was okay. I did have to turn it up and down just a little bit. So what am I going to do with this film? How am I going to rate this film? I don't like comparing it to the other one, okay? I don't like comparing movies. I just like to rate them on their own. I gotta say, I thought the story was just fantastic, and I love the singing and the music and everything. So if you like musicals, you're definitely gonna like this, and if you like Frozen 1, you're definitely gonna like this. I don't know what else to say. I wouldn't be fair if I didn't give Frozen 2 a 5.0 for the movie and a 5.0 for the 3D. I just wouldn't feel it rating it any other way. So what did you think? Did you see it? Did you see it in 3D? Did you see it in 2D? Did you see it at the theaters when it came out? 2019, you would have had a chance. That was before COVID. So leave some comments below. Let me know you want to talk about this as comparison to the first one. The second one doesn't matter. I want you to stay tuned. Hit that like and subscribe button. I'm going to have a lot more 3D reviews coming out. Some really obscure ones coming out too that maybe you've never even heard of or even thought of. Okay? So do that. I want you to stay safe. I want you to have a good night. And as always, God bless.